Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who might pick up where we left off. If there was any crumbs to a story that maybe we didn't dabble upon, he will certainly keep us in line and also maybe tell us some shit that we refuse to cover because of our ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, senior NFL insider for ESPN, a Michigan man, Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
Whoa, shirt and tie. Whoa, professional.
Fancy.
That looks good.
I was dressing up for Fitzy and Big Wit.
Oh,
That's
thanks,
better.
Shefty. Appreciate it.
Wow.
All right, Shefty.
Hey, Shefty, they're on a road trip across the country in the back of a very nice bus. I believe this morning was the first time Fitz chose to shower on it, if I'm reading the tea.
Very
Oh,
nice,
no,
too.
I can attest to
You
that.
said it was going to be nice in there, though. It was really nice. Hot water, good air, or good water pressure. Yeah,
See, it's not bad.
not bad.
I love the bus life.
He doesn't travel with shampoo and conditioner, so I didn't get to shampoo and condition my
Oh,
hair.
we got some for you here. We'll
Okay.
certainly give it to
I'll
you.
grab some.
And
Thank
now, to be clear, we didn't buy it. People have sent us that in the past.
Sure.
We do not know if it's going to work or not, but we assume that it's okay.
Yeah.
Probably some starter company.
Yeah.
Call it like Moped or something.
Right.
It's like some.
It'll work.
Harvard, you get it. Some kid created this in his
I get it.
garage.
I get it.
Good to see you guys. Schefter, what did we miss in there? I know you were sitting around listening to a lot of what we were chatting about. The Colts are going to the Super Bowl. The 1972 Dolphins undefeated streak continues. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers outrageous in what they're doing. Jets and Bengals, not complete ass is what the Jets and Bengals.
Half-ass.
Half-ass.
Half-ass. Okay.
Half-ass is what they say. And then comeback chaos yesterday. If you want to hit any of those or anything we left out, we'd love to hear it, Shefty.
Well, I don't know how much hit on the Denver Broncos, a team that going into yesterday had a record of 1-112 going into the fourth quarter when they were down by 14 or more points. And yesterday pulled out their second win in 114 games when they were in that spot. Now, I covered John Elway for a lot of years. There weren't many more players that were clutch than John Elway. And even he didn't do that when they were down 14 on the road in the fourth quarter. And yet Sean Payton has now done this twice the last few years. He did it yesterday in Philadelphia in the Eagle Stadium on the road against the defending champs. It's pretty impressive. And on that two-point conversion at the end, they didn't even hesitate. They got right into that two-point conversion. And there aren't a lot of head coaches across the league who would call for 2 points on this particular play right here, down 17-16, and go for the lead halfway through the fourth quarter. That was pretty bold to Sean Payton, but that's how confident he was that they would make it, and the Broncos pulled through, and they left after the game to go to London. They play the Jets there on Sunday, so a big matchup for them.
Yeah, the Broncos coming into the season were obviously a lot of people's Super Bowl darlings. They played an incredible Indianapolis Colts team. You know, and I think a lot of people maybe weren't giving the Colts a lot of credit at the time. So I think maybe the Broncos were maybe judged in a certain way that they might not be judged the same exact way today if it was to happen. But they get a huge win. And obviously, that's the 1972 Dolphins get a chance to celebrate, especially after the Bills lose last night. Any storylines out of New England in the Buffalo Bills last night? Obviously, Stephon Diggs said it was very personal. He goes off for the second straight game, over 100 yards. First time wide receiver's done that since
I don't know.
2019, Julian Edelman, I think, is what
There you go.
the stat was or whatever. So he's going crazy. Vrabel in the Patriots, everything's clicking. All systems go out of there, it appears.
That was a big statement that they made there going to Buffalo. If you could win in Buffalo on a Sunday night, then where can't this team win? And again, the Patriots still have some
tougher stadiums.
They'll get better, but Drake May looked the part. He made a couple of plays that not a lot of quarterbacks can make. Vrabel has helped turn around the culture. There's still things that they have to do and will do better, but that was a big-time statement. Like Drake May on the national stage, they hadn't played in prime time, hadn't been in that spot, and it got down late in the game, and Drake May was making plays to Stephon Diggs, like you mentioned, over 100 for the second straight game, got a game ball after the game, big victory for the Patriots, and that was a statement that they're in the hunt for a playoff spot this year. That throw right there, like, he's got a guy draped on him. He's got another guy coming at him straight ahead. And he still manages to not only get rid of the ball, but get rid of the ball on target for a 12-yard. That was an incredible play by Drake May.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Amazon's coming everywhere. We know that. We heard that last night.
All over the place.
Yeah, all over the place. Wade has a question for you, Shefty.
Shefty, I'm concerned. My Rams lost in overtime last Thursday, so I'm a little worried about next week. Talk to me. Lamar Jackson, is he playing next Sunday against the Rams?
Well, you know, the great part about that for the Rams, and you'll know this better than anyone, Big Wit, there's no way they're going to play a game like that 2 games in a row. And Baltimore seems to be missing half its roster. Now, with the way it sets up, the Ravens have a bye week after that. So if they rest Lamar next week, if he's not ready, They get him 2 weeks to get ready, and I almost feel like that team has to view themselves making a push after their bye because they're missing so many key players on both sides of the football right now. My guess is they won't get Lamar on Sunday, but obviously the team will see how he's doing this week. Lamar wanted to try to play last week. He's going to want to try to play this week. If he can play, he'll certainly be out there, but he couldn't walk out of the locker room. He was limping around last week. He didn't practice at all this past week, ruled out on Friday, and they have the bye on the week after. So my guess, and it's a guess right now early in the week, is that he won't wind up playing, but we'll see how the week unfolds.
Schefter, do you have any experience with hamstring injuries just in your athletic career?
Fitz, I've had a lot of injuries.
You had an Achilles, I know that, right?
I've had a lot of things. I've had
Broken thumbs.
I've never pulled my hamstring.
You've never pulled your hamstring?
Not fast enough, no.
Yeah, it takes some real explosion to be able to do that.
Yeah.
What's the worst injury you had? We've seen you bleed, obviously. In a lot.
Broken tibia was probably the worst. Yeah.
That's the knock.
Versus the Colts, actually. It was probably you kicking onside kicks in that game. It probably led to my broken tibia.
Okay, where's this at? Here or in Nashville?
Here.
When I hit the one to the right?
Sure. I think you hit 2 in the game. No?
You got it right.
Oh, shit.
No.
Come back
Happy to see you're
anytime.
okay. Happy to see you're okay. Let's talk about some people who might not be okay. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Schefter, this kind of got put on the back burner after they had the big win on Thursday night, but Mike McDaniel yesterday just not good, blowing a 17-point lead and then walking through the tunnel looking like a fifth grader who just got his ass beat and his lunch money stolen. Is this going to happen? Are we going to draw this out and we don't really have anything to worry about, or is Mike McDaniel going to be getting axed here fairly soon?
Look, I think everybody's smart enough to figure out who's in trouble and who's not. And when things actually happen are entirely up to ownership of these teams. But none of these teams are in any rush right now to make that move. Like, as much as people are going to talk about it, there's still a lot of time to go in the season. What do you want them to do? Who's going to take over if somebody gets fired in a particular city? These are all the decisions you have to make. But the Dolphins obviously have had a disappointing season so far. Everybody knows that you have to win to avoid facing some of these questions. But I don't get the sense that it's anytime soon. Could that change? Of course. They lost to Carolina yesterday. But the ownership has wanted to be patient with him. That I can tell you.
Good luck, McDaniel. We're pulling for you.
Go
brother.
get him, Mike.
We're pulling for you, man. That was a sad image, him with glasses off, just the whole thing. Because feels like when people are around him, they enjoy their time. Like, I think he is a good vibes human. This is like Salah at the Jets, and then we see him at the Niners going absolutely crazy. It's like he lost his joy when he was with the Jets, clearly. And now it's like McDaniel, this guy, he's lost everything but shoes. Still got the shoes.
Still great.
Still got the joggers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still got the cool looks.
Looks good.
Still's got the glasses that change when you're outside. What are those?
Yeah, transition lenses.
Transition lenses, which I think more people should do. I think they do look pretty cool, especially with the styles that they have these days.
Yeah.
But boy, they got to win because there's people like Gumpy in the back that are going, how long are we waiting here, pal? What are we? We're year 5 now, Gumpy. Is that what you're thinking back there as Dolphins fan?
Whenever they get a lead, he doesn't know how to call the game. It's insane. They went up 17-0. They were cooking. Waller's got 5 for 78 with a tud. Don't target him the entire second half. Are you shitting me?
They got the beam on him.
He
Trying to
did. He's the
draw
best
up a
player we
scheme on
got.
him.
He's wide open every time.
You're saying he's not the one?
He's not.
Mike dialed up some stuff. Tua got to make the throws, too. You got to make the throws and shit.
Oh.
Tua or Mike and give up 250
They got dowdled.
250 yards from the damn ground. You got
They did get Rico down.
They did get
Dowdle,
dowdled.
baby.
Ran through. But moving on.
They got the Rico act thrown on him. That's awesome.
We got a big court. So the boys in here, got to give them credit. They had the Joe DiNardo. They saw it well before we did, Schefter, because me and you kind of dismissed this. Might be a quarterback conversation in San Francisco now. But before we get into it, how's Brock's health right now? How healthy is he? When will he be back in the lineup? And Mac Jones, is there going to be a conversation? I know Mac Jones saying all the right thing, but is there going to be a conversation with how well he's been playing?
Personally, he's been unbelievable. And I think people were surprised at how well he's played, but the environment has elevated his performance. And there aren't a lot of people who would have thought on Thursday Night Football in front of Big Wit and Fitzy there that Mac Jones would have led that team to the victory that he did. But they've rebuilt him. They've reprogrammed him, and he's playing the way that they thought he would when he left Alabama, and they considered taking him. Like they initially traded up with the idea that they were going to pick him and fell in love with Trey Lance along the process. Now Mac is back there playing exceptionally well. No, I still think it is absolutely Brock Purdy's job. I don't even think it's a question. Mac Jones did say the right things because I think that's the real situation right now where he's going to be in a situation where he's called upon when Brock's not playing, and he'll step in and play the way he did. It was fantastic. And he's got a 2-year contract. So he's going to be there for a couple of years unless all of a sudden he's got value. But Brock Purdy, they just paid, and he's going to be the guy. Pat, also, I have to give you props.
Thank you.
Spencer Schrader, you're correct.
Both.
Not that you need.
You beat him?
He's been unbelievable this year. Great kicker. My fancy kicker out for the year with the knee injury.
Yeah, that is. I heard it's real. The thing he
It
had,
looked terrible.
when
Yeah,
I
it did.
saw him, and also everybody kneeling.
Yeah, around him.
That was very scary. But the brace he had on when I went to see him was groin to ankle, triple. And I'm just like, damn. And I will say his mindset. Good in the moment.
Yeah.
Total shock. Obviously, everything happening. He's been great for us.
Yeah.
Great.
Gonna have to have a good kicker if you want to go on a run. Hopefully, we'll find somebody. And then when you're back, bud, we can't wait to welcome you back.
Hell yeah.
We can't wait to welcome you back. Okay, last question. It's about tonight. Obviously, Monday Night Football, and I believe there's a Manning must-watch ride-along.
Who cares?
No! You don't mean that.
Shefty,
These are good.
What?
The Manning casts are good. We get good clips out of these things. Let's make sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, there's good clips coming out of ESPN too.
See you on X, not going on my TV. Shefty, if you need a kicker, go ahead and grab Board Gallus. He had a kick yesterday that would have been good from 80, but looking at tonight.
That was a booming kick, right? That was huge.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, great. Looking at tonight, though, what do you think about this game setting up? The Jags defense has been figuring it out, and now the KC offense has been figuring it out. Is this going to be kind of like a gritty, run and gun type game? Are the Jags going to force them to run the football? Are the Chiefs going to force Trevor to throw the ball because kind of has a noodle arm, but ETN's running well? Hopefully we get a heavy dose of Travis Hunter. What are your expectations, and who's missing on both sides tonight? Are there any big injuries that we should know?
Well, the Chiefs added Xavier Worthy to their injury report when they landed after flying to Jacksonville because his ankle swelled up on the plane. And they just put him on there, I think, as a precaution just to make sure because you never know. But the sense is that he should be ready for tonight unless that ankle continues to go the opposite way, which we'll hear that soon enough. But I would expect that he does wind up playing tonight. And I also think weather might figure it there. Like you're in Florida this time of the year, storms, thunderstorms, rain showers. Some of that's in the forecast. Don't know if it'll hit at various points during the game, but that always could be a factor. There were some calls for some lightning. Hopefully that stays away and does not impact tonight. But yeah, this is a game where I think we've seen some teams make some serious statements this weekend. Some upstart teams make some statements. And you just wonder if Jacksonville, which has been playing great football, hasn't played a big game in prime time like this with a winning record in this kind of spot. Feels like New England last night. It feels like Denver. It feels like India. It feels like some of these teams, they get a chance to make a statement by playing with a team that's one of the top franchises in sports.
Thanks for not putting the Colts entire in there. Okay, I was about to really have a moment there. Winningest decade in NFL history. You go back in time. On that note, Shad Khan tonight. Mm-hmm. Let's expect the best.
Need one.
This is Monday Night Football for the Jags.
Need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, this thing will be.
The wax.
It'll be
Strength.
Clean.
Strength first strength tonight. Chiefs only have one turnover. I think they've only given the ball away once. Jaguars lead the league right now in turnovers, 13. So we'll see how that goes tonight.
Ball security is job security.
Absolutely.
The ball is the program.
That's the program.
We should see how it is. We appreciate you joining the program. You're the man. Will we see you tonight? A lot of this. It looks like you're ready to go.
I wanted to get ready for game time. It's never too early to get ready for kickoff. Monday night countdown. We're all ready.
You know what they say? The true suits sleep in them. So maybe you should start doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Schefter.
Yeah.